Hey, you guys. I hope everyone is doing well as we are moving so quickly through the new year into almost February, right? I have always viewed Capricorn season and tried to reframe it, but typically as a sort of um, it sounds it sounds intense, but a very heartless season. I think a lot of it is because of what we've done to program this season but also the astrology. And I think because so much work has been done by the collective this last year, whether you've liked it or not, uh, this being a working season, I've always seen it as a working season. I just don't want, I want to drop all responsibilities, and I have a lot right now, but I want to drop all of them and play, which is unusual for me at any time during the year. I didn't grow up in a very continuously joyful, playful home, and so I've always had to make sure that I create it. I had to make sure that I created it until it became more natural for me. So you may be feeling a lot of pain right now, possibly. What I keep getting is rising to the occasion of the evolution you have created now. So there's been a lot of emptying this year, and you may feel very empty. Part of it is the season, but part of it is having scraped the heart, in a sense, and released a lot. And within that emptiness, there may be depression, anxiety, tiredness, not knowing what the future holds. And one thing I would like to say is there is a catharsis in sitting in the pain. It doesn't mean, one thing I would say is from a higher perspective, and a lot of an aspect that is taught within spiritual communities at times is the fact that it's good to reframe your pain. And that's true. But I think a lot of time what is lost, not all the time, not by everybody, but sometimes what is lost is the fact that humans feel pain. And I think by saying reframe the pain, reframing how you're feeling about it or the lesson you are learning within that pain, it can be lost on humans sometimes because humans feel pain, and that's part of the existence here on the earth. The difference between feeling pain and acknowledging it and understanding that that is a part of the journey. There's a difference between that and allowing that to be a part of your life and indulging in continual systems of victimhood, continual systems of playing small, right? Of projecting everything on other people, of making it other people's faults for your insecurities. A lot of that is occurring right now, whether it be social groups, whether it be, there's just a lot of pain in the collective right now. People are tired, right? And so I think what's important is to be able to stop in the midst of the responsibilities and the pain and allow yourself to feel it. And there is catharsis in the pain. That might sound a little messed up, but I don't think so at this point in the game with people's understanding of what that might mean. That there is an incredible epiphany to be had when you realize that there is a necessity to be able to understand the darkness and the pain. That as you are feeling like you want to jump out of your body within the pain, there is something to be said about saying, no, I'm big enough, I'm experienced enough to stay in my body, and allowing yourself that space to stay in your body. For me personally, I didn't think there was any more emptying I could do. That's why, right, it's always better to understand that there isn't a destination, it's the journey, really. Or else I think you would go a little nuts, a little crazy over the amount of times you go through learning something over and over again in a different way. I didn't know I could empty so much, as I have realized in this month particularly, that I've emptied even more. and that I am all that is left. And that externally, very little, I struggle, as we all do, with wanting validation from the external at times. And the lesson is learned as the more I ask for validation in a tundra of sort of nothingness other than just me, then the lesson becomes even more learned. Even more am I emptied. Even more am I pressed to come back to myself. Even more am I pressed to love on myself. Even more am I pressed to understand the gravity of my existence in this world and the pure potential and knowingness I already have, and the amount of power I have from having been on this journey for so long. And the same goes with you, right? So be kind to yourself this season and love yourself and sit in the pain. And yeah, I love you guys.